Belle Collective. Let's get into it, girl. Definitely want to talk about this. Belle Collective, in my opinion, the ladies are giving. Actually, the ladies are giving. And something that I really want to do while I'm thinking about it at this particular time, and I should have had it loaded up. There were some tweets that happened between Tambra and LaTeshia the other day, girl. All right. So let me see if I can add those. Sorry for the echo. Let me see if I can add those to to my stream so that I'll be able to discuss these with y'all, because I just thought they were a bit interesting. Now they may be a bit out of order, you know what I'm saying, because I didn't prepare how I needed to, girl, but it is going to be a O to the K. All right. But I really just wanted to bring this to y'all because I just thought, I'm not really feeling LaTeshia this season. That's just me. I think she's a beautiful woman. Beautiful, beautiful woman. In my opinion, I think LaTeshia's very beautiful. But I don't know if she's been dealing with stuff with Glenn, which it has a lot to do with how she's showing up on the show. But I'm not liking it. And it's definitely giving I'm unhappy at home in my marriage or whatever. I know these other ladies that I like our clique. I don't really want no other new ladies to be added. And Miss Sophia, girl, you're a whole fool, but we're gonna get on you too in just a second. Okay. So let's go ahead and start this out real quick. Okay. Let me make myself a note before I move on so I can remember to talk about this. All right, let me make that right there so I can go. I gotta make sure I remember to show y'all these tweets, okay? So anyway, let's go ahead and let's go back up to the top. All right. So Tisha takes Marie to get her cootie twa steamed. Okay. And I just feel a way about it a little bit because I'm like, you know what? I don't like, and I feel like a lot of people do this in their friendships. When they friends like them, they feel the need to show up for them like even more. And I don't get that. I don't like. I don't feel like I understand. Tisha probably wanted to do something nice for Marie, but Marie is a person, in my opinion, that constantly shows her lack of consideration for other individuals. So how is it that she can ruin your event, show up to your house or to your office, tell you she's not going to attend any more of your events, not for the sake of your business, but more so for the sake of herself, still not taking you in consideration, thinking about herself, and then you turn around and you want to cater to her by getting her cootie twa steamed. If anything, she should have been getting your cootie twice Steve because of what you're going through with your husband right now. Like, I mean, I guess, girl, but that's just, different friendships, different stuff. So Marie talks about her birthday party because she wants to have a rebirth or whatever. She's been through a lot of stuff. And then she talked about everything that was designed to take her out. It didn't. And I said, girl, whatever excuse you need, do your thing. So Tisha talks about Glenn trying to get her back. Then she flips the conversation back over to Marie. So Marie talks about her ex-husband being a serial cheater and says that he was linking up with different types of call girls all across the United States. And I said, oh, wow. Are you still about to go get him a Rolex? Girl, if he linking up with call girls around the Americas, honey, that man has enough money to go and get his own Rolex. Trust and believe. Okay, let's go ahead and keep going. So Tisha, I said, Tisha, you're giving, I want to be the Nene, not Tisha, but Marie, you're giving, I want to be the Nene of this show. It was something you said in the confessional that I cannot remember what you said, but I had to, make a note of that particular thing. But when I started looking at you with the blonde hair and how you be giving off these diva ass antics, you definitely want to be the Nene of that show. That's why you got your hair as blonde as you could possibly get it, girl. We see you, ma'am. Let's keep going. So Tambra and Damon, they talking about having kids. All options at this time are on the table because she's had so many surgeries. She has scar tissue, right? And because of that scar tissue, it can prevent her, or shall I say, I won't say prevent her from getting pregnant, but it can affect her pregnancies, is what I believe the doctor said. Now, Damon does tell Tambra family when it comes to doing things right and having a family, he's gonna do it right, which means that he's gonna want to marry her first. And I don't know, Damon, I would want to believe that about you, but at the same time, I kind of feel like you just telling these people whatever it is that they want to hear. But we'll see. All right. But I will say I did like the vibe between Tambra parents and him. I love the fact that Damon has been in her life since they were in high school or whatever. So he is already ingrained into the family. He knew her grandmother before she passed. Like I when I saw this, I liked it so much. And I said, you know what? I really, really hope that he's not on no FS. I pray he's not on no FS because he seems like outside of the FS, he might be a decent guy. We don't know a whole lot about him, so I can only go off of what we're seeing. It seemed like he might be decent, but we just gonna have to wait and see because now you done introduced this to the show, Tambra, and it's gonna be more people gonna be diving into when it comes to your relationship, honestly. And I hope that it does work out for you guys, ultimately. But I am glad that you got more of a storyline, though. than what you had last year. So for the people that wasn't tuned in to you, now they looking into you now like, oh, Tambra, what's going on over here? So I am glad of that for you. But it sucks that it's more so about your relationship, girl. But we'll see, girl. Okay, let's keep going. Essie and Marie. So Essie tells Marie she's sitting down with Latrice, or at least she sat down with Latrice, okay? And how Latrice actually owned what it is that she did to Marie. And Marie was kind of shocked. First of all, why you sit up here meeting up with somebody else with? That's number one. And number two, hold on, wait, you mean to tell me that Miss Girl actually admitted to the bullshit? What? Oh, wow. I appreciate that. Okay. But Marie, Essie also told her, listen, I'm going to invite her to the party as well, or at least I invited her. And because Marie is in such a better place right now, she's doing better health wise. She's like, it's whatever, girl. Like, yeah, she can come. I'm not even for the good bring her. Okay. Because I got to show everybody in their face how good I'm doing. So it's whatever. Bring her on, which is super interesting because you just sat down with Tisha and told her you're not coming to no more of her events because of Treese, but then and because of yourself, you know what I'm saying? But then you turn around and you invite this lady to your event. Do what you want to do, ma'am. So Marie is doing better health wise and says that she wants to move forward in all areas. But then she turns around, even though she wants to move forward in all areas, she turns around and she ended up bringing up that baby daddy or whatever and talking about how he's trying to help her find some other clinics or something like that, locations or something. And I said, girl, I thought you was moving on. You really ain't trying to let that man go, and you know it. But let's go ahead and move on. Let's get to Tamara and Akisha. All right. So Tambra, Akisha invited all the girls to the birthday party. Not a single person showed up, including Tambra. Okay. Tambra said she didn't show up because she didn't have an address. And I felt like, you wasn't for to go anyway, because how you is, squirrel. You wasn't for to go. I do feel like Tambra is a genuine person and she really would have shown up. But I also feel like if you really wanted to go, you would have hit her up and said, girl, it ain't even no address out here, girl. I don't know where I'm going. You feel what I'm saying? So you wasn't trying to go, period. Okay. And I'm like, also, if that is the truth, Akisha, who sends out damn invitations with no address? I hope you didn't do that. And I hope you wasn't on some I'm extra exclusive. If you want to go, you gotta hit me up. Girl, I just ain't no weird girl. But anyway, let's keep going. Okay. So Akisha tells Tambra about Tisha trying to get information out of her about Damon and Tambra. And Akisha was not lying. Okay. That is exactly what happened. Akisha says that she doesn't know if Tisha was trying to make this seem as though it's something that's happening right now, like because she knows that because Tisha has a friend named Tisha that Damon is familiar with, and they might know each other. Not sure how long, not sure if this is something that's ongoing, if they just have a friendship, or what the hell is going on. That's pretty much what Akisha was saying. Akisha wasn't saying that this is something that's happening right now. She was just like, listen, I don't really know what Tisha was getting at, but I just wanted to make sure that you were aware. Okay. Period. That's all Akisha was doing. Girl, I don't like how y'all try to sit out here and play my girl Akisha for real. Like, I really don't like how y'all try to play her. But anyway, so Tisha says that she does know this woman. Okay. Tisha says that she knows this woman, and that this woman, what she says, Tisha says she knows a woman that knows him, and she doesn't know if this is someone that she knows now or not. Okay, so cool. That's what Akisha told Tambra. All right. Now Tambra has talked to Tisha and never said anything about it. Okay. So she says, when I had a conversation with Tisha not too long ago, Tisha never mentioned this to me at all. But then Tambra goes and have a conversation with Tisha later on, talk about, so when I mentioned it, I mean, when I talked to Akisha, I told Akisha that you never mentioned it, so it must not be that important. Girl, you just don't want to create no mess. Girl, it was important enough for her to go and have a conversation with other people instead of coming to you directly. Why would she have a conversation with this lady that's brand new to the show and not come to you? Okay. Girl, she was being very much so messy. Very much so. Why you running around having conversations with everybody else instead of going to her, and you done seen Tambra on more than one occasion? Cut it out. Okay. So anyway, Latrice, let's get to Marie's birthday party. So her mom shows up, of course. Her mom says how proud of her she is. What else? Marie is opening up a opioid or opiate type of clinic that's going to be able to help her mother and other women or other people, shall I say, in the same situation as her mom. Right. So Latrice shows up and Marie gives her a hug. She's like, oh my God, look at you, girl. Give me a hug. Oh my God, you look so pretty, girl. Oh, and I'm just sitting up here like, I'm looking at everybody else like, girl, what the hell is this? So she about to get her. Is she about to give her the apology now or later? What was it, girl? I'm like, did they already have the talk and we done missed it? Because what's going on here? All right. So Cedric decided he finna show up. I'm like, girl, now what the fuck is going on now? Like, I'm not gonna lie, I felt like I think it was Latrice or somebody that was feeling the same way as me. Like, okay, maybe it was Tisha. Like, what the okay, girl. Now listen, y'all hitting us with too much. Like, what the fuck is going on? At this point, girl, Cedric then came in there and sung for his life. Talking some damn happy birthday. Happy like just he over there just singing it down. I said, baby, he over here singing his life, singing for his life to get this damn Rolex. Do you hear me? I said, you better sing it, Cedric. Okay, because if she gonna buy it, you gonna get it. Okay, so go ahead and sing for it, dear. Girl, it was a mess. So Tambra asked the ladies why they did not go to Akisha's event for her baby. Marie says that she had a prior engagement. Tisha says her hamster died. Sophia says that she had a prior engagement and calls Akisha corny. Sophia, come to the front and have a seat down below. Come to the front and have a seat down below. Ma'am, you have the audacity to call Akisha corny, ma'am, when you're walking around as a 40-plus-year-old woman calling your damn self so Gucci. No, ma'am. Not your big grown as calling yourself so Gucci when ain't nothing wrong with your name, Sophia. Beautiful name. But you want to be called so Gucci. And you want to sit up here and talk about somebody being corny. That's the most corniest shit you could do. Okay? Girl, I can't. Girl, not her saying she's so Gucci out there in Mississippi, girl. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. You will not be coming from Miss Akisha now. Now, you might be cute, but you're not going to play my girl like that. No, ma'am. So with that being said, you know who's corny. Let's keep going. All right. So Tisha didn't like that. Akisha called people ugly. And I'm like, when did she say this? Come to find out, Tambra is saying that Akisha called these people ugly. Was she calling them actually physically ugly? Or was she referring to their attitudes being ugly? Or was she referring to a situation that they were involved in being ugly and you mistranslated the information? Because I would love to see that playback or that rollback or text messages or something where this lady referred to them as ugly. And if you did refer to them as ugly, I think that's rude and disrespectful as hell. The audacity of you. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's not going to be beautiful to everybody. And it's just what it is. Some of us is just going to be ugly to other folks. Okay, but you ain't have to call them that. But I would love to know if it was actually misinterpreted by Miss Dear Old Heart Tambra, honey. But it's okay, Tambra, because you got that work coming to you in just a second, okay? All right. So Tisha says that Akisha thinks she's better than everyone. No, she don't. But you just mad that you think that she's better than you. Let's be very clear about that. Very clear about that. That's what it is that you're giving. You got to be around other women that you feel like you higher than. Okay, outside of Marie. And probably why you be over there catering to Miss Marie. But now that Akisha came around, you over here bothered because she actually has connections and actually gonna be able to make some things move more than what you are. I don't understand that. Like, I don't get it. And y'all just made up at dinner, and then here you are over here trying to bash the lady. But I guess so. Then Marie gonna sit up here and say something like, I mean, like she cool or whatever, but she do come off a little shady. And I'm sitting over here like, BIT, I know you're not talking about nobody coming off shady. Okay. I know you're not talking about nobody coming off no kind of way when you come off always. That's what it is. But what you really giving is you trying to side with your good girl Tisha. That's what it really is. Okay. But at the same time, as I reflect and I think maybe Marie and Akisha got an issue because if Marie is feeling a way about Akisha, I guess I can't be too mad because Akisha damn sure feeling a way about her. She don't want none of that get on this attached to whatever type of business she finna do over there on Ferry Street. Yikes, honey. Sorry, girl, let me scoot on about my business. So Tisha tells Tambra about Tasha and Damon. Tasha says she tells Tambra that she can't defend her if she not being honest. That's what pissed me the fuck off. Tisha, you be honest. Be honest about this storyline that you got while you sit over here telling this lady that she needs to be honest and you're not believing everything that Miss Tambra over here saying. And I didn't like that. I said, but how is she being honest? You're the one that's insinuated that she's lying and that your friend is not. So I guess because you've known your friend for oh so many years, your friend isn't lying about this particular situation. And granted, she could not be lying, right? But why would that make Tambra a liar herself if your friend ain't lying? That makes no sense. That could be that she is oblivious or she does not know what's really happening based on what her dude is telling her. Like, girl, go home to Glenn and figure out your own damn life while you trying to figure out somebody else's relationship. So Tambra knows the woman to be good friends with her man and that they haven't talked in months. She said that she looked through the text messages, I guess, when they got into it or whatever. And I'm like, why would they need to get into it? I don't know, but okay. And so she said when she looked through the text messages, she didn't see anything. She said she went all through the text messages. But what it also makes me think, and now as I'm talking about it with you guys and I'm thinking about it now, maybe this is what Tisha was referring to about her not being honest. If you go in a man's phone and he shows you, like, babe, look what she just sent me, and you see that one message, based on that one message, in my opinion, something must have been said in that one message that made you want to scroll to see if there was anything else, because why would she need to go off on you in this manner? What else was being said? You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, that's her man. That friend ain't her friend. So she's going to trust the word of her man more than somebody else that she don't really know for real, like that. But we're going to find out, girl. We're going to get to the bottom of it, honey, okay? So what else happened? She says that she looked through the text messages, talked about that. So then Tambra asks, says that Akisha referenced that it may be a recent situation. And I'm like, that lady ain't really do that. She said she did not know. Maybe if you want to call that a reference, but she wasn't saying that it was recent. She said she didn't know if this could be a recent thing or not. She just wanted to clue you in on the details. And I'm like, don't put that SHI on Akisha, okay? She said she know. So Tisha says that if she learns something and if she told someone else, she said, you gotta know that I'm gonna tell you too. Yeah, but it took you a minute for you to tell her though. And I'm like, Tisha, just shut up, girl. And I'm like, I'm not liking her this season. Tamara says that she told Akisha the situation. Oh, she said, I told her that, we talked or whatever like that, and that you ain't bring it up to me. So the fact that you didn't bring it up to me, I said, oh, it must not be that important, because if it was, Tisha would have said something, yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, girl, so do you think it's important now? Because Tisha done pulled your ass to the side and she's having a conversation with your stupid ass now. So is it important now? It was always important. She just delayed on telling you, but you could tell yourself whatever excuses you need to tell yourself. So Tisha starts talking about wanting to have kids and be married. Tambra talks with so she started talking about, no, I think Tisha asked Tambra about having kids, being married, whatever the case was, whatever. At the end of the day, once they wrapped up their conversation, Tisha was not believing 100% everything that Tambra said, okay? And we'll get into the tweets. Tambra talks with Damon about Tisha when she goes to visit her grandma's spot, right? He starts to deflect and talk about it in the confessional, because the question was like, we heard that you did this or that with, Tisha. Is there anything going on or whatever? And then he tried to say that somebody was laughing about it. So it was like you just found any little thing in the room at that moment to say that a person was laughing about it so that you could deflect. You found any little thing you could just to say something and deflect from the conversation and say next question, because you don't want to address it. Now, it could be that something is happening and you don't want to address it, or it could be that this lady that is on some fake shit, trying to be on some extra shit, and you ain't even trying to bring that to the show because you know how messy she could be. It could be two ways. We just got to find out and figure it out. But it would have been better if you would have addressed it. Don't give us Marcel, because when you ain't trying to be clear about it, we're gonna a lot of people gonna assume what they want to assume, believe what they want to believe. So you come out better just saying what it is, okay? All right, go ahead and put it out there so y'all can move on. But let's go ahead and get real quick into these messages over here on Twitter. All right, so here is one of them. Okay, so somebody put this tweet out. It says, sometimes it's just better to mind your business. So Tambra responds and says, always, you will never hear me speak on anyone's relationship, but when you're happy, you love to see other people happy. You want the best for everyone. It's a lifestyle. That's real empowerment. And I feel like when she said that's real empowerment, that was her taking a shot at Miss Tisha. So Tisha says, what exactly are you saying here? And then she also got in the comments again and told, Tambra, she needs to explain this. Yikes. So then the other part, okay, somebody says, Tambra, you exude nothing but class. Please don't allow messy Tisha to interfere in the home of you and Damon, or that you and Damon are building. I really have a problem with the way she's moving this season. I'm glad somebody else said it, Victoria, because I felt the same way. Okay, so Tambra says, thank you. One thing you will not see me do is speak on anyone's relationship. Relationships are between the people in it. I will never judge what she has going on because it's not my business. I love to see people happy and prospering, and I want that for her too. Okay, girl, listen, she has some things to get off her chest. Somebody else says, come with receipts and facts, because Tambra and the Midday Diva tribe only listen to the facts. And then Tambra says, she gave my friend a fake invoice for from a fake company. So I can't even trust her receipts though. Yikes. So when she said that, I was believing that she was talking about the other lady, the decorator, whoever that woman is. So maybe that's the woman that gave somebody a fake invoice for a fake company. So she can't trust her. Oh, girl, that right there is a bit messy. I don't think she's talking about Tisha because Tisha got a company too. So maybe she's talking about the other lady. But let's get to the next part. So Tisha says, now when I start talking, people are going to ask me to stop. I speak and get facts, and my character always speaks for itself. But Tisha, you really didn't get facts to me. You really didn't get facts. You really took hearsay and you ran with it. So we would like to see the facts. Either you could bring it up later in the season, or you could go ahead and bring it up at the reunion. Whichever way you want to, just bring the facts because we would love to see it. But yeah, so I just wanted to bring that to y'all real quick, like, and let y'all see what the ladies were over there saying over there on the Twitter. Now, when Tisha asked Tambra to explain herself, Tambra never said anything else. So we'll see what's gonna happen between them. But either way, good luck.